Good morning, Niagara. You're tuned into Car Connection, where the coffee's hot, the tools are ready, and the talk is always tuned up. I'm your host, Niall Motormouth Jenkins, coming to you straight from the Car Connection workshop, where we mix a little humor, a little know-how, and a whole lot of horsepower. Here it's not just about fixing cars, it's about keeping you rolling and saving you money, giving you the confidence to understand what's under that hood. From the classics to the commuters, the weird noises, and to the what the heck moments, we've got you covered. So grab your coffee, sit back, join the crew, because this is Car Connection, your Monday through Saturday morning pit stop for stories, smarts, a few good laughs. And I'm Niall Motormouth Jenkins, and happy Monday, everybody. Hey, we've made it through Canada Day, J4, and here we are back to a brand new week, and a lot of folks on vacay right now, being the prime time. Children's everywhere. They're everywhere. Everywhere you look, you go, oh, here's another one. Oh, they're over there. Keep an eye out for them. That's all I'm asking. Just keep an eye out. Make sure they're not doing anything they should not be doing. Because I caught some kids doing that yesterday, and I won't say what they were doing, but just my presence changed the outcome of what they were considering doing. They stopped doing it. So, just saying, I didn't have to say a word. It was just, oh, there's a large human present. We probably shouldn't do that. So anyways, we got lots to get through this morning. We have another Motormouth summer tech tip for you. Wiper blades aren't just for rain. Stick around for that. The topic this morning, back to the basics. Just back to the basics. I know we've been there a few times, but you know, that is the starting point. So this podcast and all our podcasts and our YouTube videos are dedicated to those car enthusiasts, guys and gals that just want to understand their vehicle and take care of it and be that caregiver to your automobile. If you're wanting to keep your vehicle long-term, keep that engine and transmission running forever, well, you're in the right podcast and our right YouTube channel, because that's where you'll learn about all the basic fundamentals of how a vehicle's put together and what some of those maintenance items are. And just keep your mindset in the simple things, because you know what? That's where you win the car game. So the longer you keep your vehicle and the better you take care of it, guess what? The more monies you stuff back in your pocket instead of giving it away. Because see, we've talked about it before. The car manufacturers are just like the banks. Banks aren't there to help you and I, the fringe, minions, whatever you want to call it. They want to call us the flavor this week or this month. They don't think we know nothing, but we do. The banks aren't there to help us to get ahead. They're there to get us into debt, keep us in debt, paying interest. Car manufacturers aren't much different. They don't want you in an older automobile. They do not certainly want you to learn how to take well care of it. You know what I'm saying. It is Monday, and they want you to be in the hole making car payments and paying interest. So figure that out. The car manufacturers want your butts in a brand new vehicle every 3 years. The banks want you paying interest. See how that's working together? Have you ever stopped to really think about that? It's the plan. That's why I say the talking heads and the marketing brainwashes. They've brainwashed a lot of people into thinking your vehicle's only good to 3 to 5 years, and then you got to ditch it because why? Oh, it's no longer reliable. They're not reliable right from the factory, folks. Let me tell you, being in the garage business for 44 years, there's a lot of junk comes out of factories. And you know what? I'm thankful and truly grateful for that junk because that gave me a job. It gave me a career for a lot of time. So we're going to crack that open this morning. But that's the true foundation of our podcast, which airs on all the platforms, all the major ones, iHeart, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and even the smaller ones, Podbean. I don't know where that is, but if you need to find us, it's Car Connection Workshop. In the search bar, you'll find us there. The homepage of our website is where we put everything that you'd need to follow, be part of our community. Check out the build and repair work that we do in the Car Connection Workshop for real. And all those videos go up on our YouTube channel. All our podcasts go up there every day. Daily, the podcast shows up on our YouTube channel where you're learning 5 things, visually learning 5 things about whatever I'm working on, what it is, where it is, how it works, how you broke it, and why that's going to cost you money, and instead of learning how to use it properly and saving money. So that's what our videos are about. So you don't have to be a super duper car geek to understand our YouTube videos. We try very, very hard now to keep our videos around 15, 20 minutes tops to be respectful of your time. Be sure to like, share, follow, and subscribe. Our goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of July. So if you'd help us do that, just check and see that you are subscribed. If you're enjoying the videos and the podcast, please be a subscriber and grab the booster cables. Get our engine running for Skippy and I. We've been working 80 hours a week for quite some time now, and we need to hit that golden mark of our first 1,000 subscribers. So thank you for doing that so we can reduce the percentile of people that are watching the videos, listening to podcasts, but are not yet subscribed. Also, this is all located on the top right-hand corner of the homepage of our website, which is Car Connection Business Network. That's where we connect you and businesses together as a community. So they're all vetted by myself. We lost most of our recommended business during the carnival that happened a few years ago, and we're building it back. So it's taking some time, but we're getting our legs back on and moving forward. So top right-hand corner will get you all the links to all the possibilities for you to connect, watch, listen, and engage with us. So come and join us Monday through Saturday here on the Motor Mouth's Morning Drive podcast. And then you have 3 new videos every single week, 2 for Tuesday, 1 every Friday, and easy ways to connect. So top right-hand corner at ccbusnet.com, that's the short form, is our YouTube link, Facebook, Instagram, and Stevensvilleontheweb.ca. That's a website that our very own Skippy, our videographer, who will be here in just a few hours, because Mondays is production day. And Fridays are fun Fridays, and that's when we button things up that we've done for the week. So also, you'll find us on Stevensvilleontheweb.ca. We are listed under businesses as the experts in the automotive field, and on the Facebook, Instagram, Stevensville on the web. That's where you'll find reels, bloopers, and outtakes that you will not see anywhere else. And yes, they are silly, but they're plenty fun. And Skippy puts those together. We have Freedom Expressions is our online merch store. We get asked that all the time. There's a number of items there for you to enjoy, including getting your own morning beverage mug. And all the proceeds roll back to Total Freedom Addiction campuses in Canada and USA, helping those who are ready to take on their addiction and get a brand new life. And that's what they've been doing there for 25 years. And so we're blessed to be able to turn things back their way to help that next person get to a campus, a Total Freedom Addiction campus nearest them. So we let them do what they do, and we'll do our part to stand and change a life together. So come along and join us for that. So let's jump in this morning. If you're in the queue for the drive-through, you know it's Monday morning after a possible long weekend for some, a vacationing weekend. Double check your order and we'll have our morning swiggy in just a moment. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome aboard. We are always delighted to invite new people into our podcast and our YouTube channel and all the other online community platforms that we're involved in. So come along for the ride. And again, it's what we do and what I've been carving out for many years is I'm now teaching you what I have learned in 44 plus years as an automotive service tech with light truck passenger vehicles all the way up to Mack trucks, Peterbilts, and equipment. That's what I've been doing. And I'll tell you, when you're working on big pieces of equipment that can kill you in a heartbeat, you can't miss a single piece of maintenance. And when you take those skills and you apply them to your everyday driving motor vehicle, wow. That's how you as well can reach 400,000 kilometers on your vehicles and still have an amazing, reliable machine. Does it take effort? That's what we talk about here. You got to put some elbow grease in, but at the end of the day, best car in the driveway, any certified financial planning professional will tell you the best vehicle in your driveway, especially right now in the economy we're stuck in, is the one that's paid off. Because every time you turn the key, you're not in partnership with any kind of lending institution, making monthly payments, trading time for money, and paying the bank's interest. You're in good shape. And don't let anyone teach you differently that your vehicle's no longer reliable when it gets to a certain age. Yeah, go to car shows and take a look at the vehicles that are at car shows. Oh, they're very reliable. Oh, yes. How could that possibly be on a vehicle that's 25, 45, or 50 years old? How could that possibly be? Let me know in my email box. How is it possible that vehicles that old could be a daily driver, used all summer long, and reliable? How is that possible? Let me know in the email. And that's Niall@ccbusnet.com or motormouth.jenkins@gmail.com. And I put all that information in the descriptions of the YouTube videos and also for the podcast. So stick around. Let's have our morning swiggy together. Don't forget your 16-pack of Crayola crayons and your pressed out leaf bag for taking notes this morning. I do have 5 things for you to remember. Checks that you can do. Absolutely. I'm believing you guys out there and gals that want to take better care of your automobiles. You want to get out of the rat race of making car payments. I don't blame you. I did the same thing. You know, I worked my tail off when I bought the FJ Cruiser, paid it off in a year. Yeah, it almost killed me. But you know what? I really didn't want to take on another car loan, but the vehicle that I was using was getting too small to go to events, and things were getting packed in way too tight. It wasn't making things easy to get to fundraising events and car shows and stuff like that where we're on display. So we needed something larger, and I needed to be able to tow the trailer, and the bolt with the Honda CR-V was not going to cut it. Yeah, but yet, you know what? I miss that vehicle today still, because it was real-time four-wheel drives, the first Honda I ever personally owned, and I sold it at 239,000 miles. And you know what? I just saw it the other day. Now, it's not in pristine condition anymore, but it's got some weight reduction on it, some rust, but it's still going. That's crazy. 1998 Honda CRV. I bought it in the U.S. off my good friend Mike Basil Toyota in Lockport. And that was a great little car, but it just got to the point where it just didn't cut the mustard. And that's when I went looking for the EFJ Cruiser because it's easy to clean inside and it's basic. It's not got a ton of thrills and frills. And that's, less is more. It is. It really is. Less is more. The more gadgetry, the more problems. It's that simple. So I just wanted a simple, easy vehicle to clean and to pack and to get all the things done. And I worked my butt off because I knew I'd have to put it on a loan. And I did not. I'll tell you what. It kept me up at night. I did not want another car loan. I was done. I was done with that. The trading time for money and making car payments, and I'm a car guy. Are you kidding me? But anyways, I'm glad I did it, but I did work my hiney off for a whole year, paid it off, and got the heck out. And I said, that's it. I'm done. Unless somebody wheels up a wheelbarrow full of a stinking pile of cash and I can make one payment, I'm okay with what I have. Yep, I'm content with what I have. It all works. And I take care of it, and you don't have to be a rocket scientist to do that, and that's what we're going to jump into this morning. So let's have our morning swiggy. We'll have the daily weather coming up in just a moment. Thank you to all our program sponsors, City Auto Sales and Leasing, providing you with low-mileage quality vehicles at fair prices. Greater Toronto Area's premier pre-owned auto storage. So check in with your new family. Yep, Louise and Earl Grant. And I'll tell you, Earl's a car guy. He is super fussy. You will buy no junk at City Auto Sales and Leasing. They don't push, pull, and drag in every misfit toy around the world that others have rejected. Nope. They have resources after 25 years to find that specific vehicle you're looking for, do all the legwork, or they may just simply have it right on the lot, ready for you to call it and take it home and make it your own. So check in with Earl Louise Grant and make sure you say thank you, because you can buy there with confidence and be treated with nothing less than honesty and integrity. So on 3, 2, 1, that's how we do it. Raise your favorite cup of beverage this morning and let's get rolling. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. What else did I put in there this morning? I'm not sure. Oh, a couple of ginger slices. That's what that is. Wow, it's got a bit of afterburn. Coffee comes up after the program. Got to get the herbals in there first. I think I'll forego maybe that much ginger, but it is good for you. They say puts hair on the bottom of your feet. I'm thinking I won't have to buy any socks anymore. So you might as well go for it. If you can save a buck or two, it hasn't got bad enough that we're using both sides of the toilet paper yet, but it has come up in a household meeting of recent, so we might be getting there. That could be creepy. That's all I got to say about that. Hey, thank you to Kathy, Dan, and David Grimo, the next generation of Niagara Block, 5000 Montrose Road, for bringing our daily weather report to us this morning. Building Canada since 1931. I had a few months back, I met up with David Grimo, and he took me on a tour. We had a nice time. Spent almost the whole Saturday together, and I learned about all the equipment they built to create these blocks from scratch. So when you see cinder blocks, there's a good chance it came from Niagara Block. So if you're looking to build like the custom workshop, or you need to put a foundation or add on to your home, they have all those blocks, designer ones, you name it. They create it right there on site. And the assembly plant that makes the blocks is crazy. All the equipment made by hand, maintained by hand. It's just unreal that, say, back in 1931, when Niagara Block started, that all those pieces of machinery had to be created to make those blocks. And over the years, yeah, they've had to make adjustments and redo some of the equipment, but that's part of it. It's maintenance, right? It's all about maintenance. Now, if you're looking to maintain your backyard and create a beautiful living space so you can entertain your peeps, family, friends, and neighbors that you like, fences make great neighbors. I really appreciate the fence sometimes. Yeah, lots. But anyways, gives you your privacy. So if you're wanting your privacy and a place to hang out that you can call your own outdoor space, that's what they can help you with hardscape landscaping materials. They have all the components to create a beautiful space for you. If you check in with Kathy Grimo, now Kathy and Dave, that's a husband and wife team. Dan is the brother, fantastic fella. They're all great people there. Kathy has a list of contractors that she could refer you to someone that can estimate, design, create, and finish that space off for you so that you have a place to hang out this summer in your very own backyard. You might not even want to go on vacation. You might want to just, get a couple of dates set down so you can enjoy that outside space that you created. Well, let's take a look at our daily weather so we know what's going on. It's going to be hot still, but weather's been wacky. Boy, we've had some storms come through across Ontario, northern Ontario, eastern Ontario. They had a nasty one, I hear, out in the Kingston area, east. That would be 401 East area, 400 series. Got pretty wacky out there. But for today, here's what we got on the rainometer, RAIN. 0.45 of an inch is possible. In the last 24 hours, we had less than 0.05 of an inch. So 67 degrees right now and cloudy. Wind is making it feel cooler, about 66 degrees. Rainy conditions expected around 3 p.m. today. So take the Nelly with you, the umbrella Nelly, just in case. Yeah, just in case. So if you're taking the convertible to work today, you might want to not leave it down while you're working. Not a good idea to get all that stuff wet. There's electrolysis everywhere inside that vehicle that will not appreciate water. Today's temperature range will take us from 67 to 80 degrees. Going to feel more like 64 to 80. So beautiful day. 80 degrees we're going to top out. Yesterday we hit a high of 81, and that brings us into our Monday weather report. How about them apples? You like apples? How about those ones? All right, let's say thank you to our final program partner. And here's where there could be a call to action for you. If things are rough in your household right now, and for many Canadians, it is really not a good place at home with finances, book that hour and a coffee that is a free, no obligation, no cost, no sales pitch, no sis, no boom, no ba. Tony Miele and Larry Teeter have 50 years experience. Let me tell you, they have helped me through some very difficult rows to hoe, if you know what I'm saying. They're with IG Wealth Management, one of the biggest corporations in the world, managing trillions of dollars. I think they can help you. In fact, I know they can. If you've got an investment portfolio with the bank, folks, you got to get it out of there. I saw a sign last week, 3.99% on GICs. What? That's pittance. They're giving you pittance for your money. Come on, folks. It's time to wake up. They're not there. Banks are not there to make you a millionaire, and they're definitely not there to make you a rich man. So you really need to sit down and get that sorted out, because you can be making 7 times that. Yes, you can. And I just asked some of my friends that switched their GICs out of the bank, and they're going like, wow, like it's really taken off. Yeah, when you got people like certified financial planning professionals that know the tax laws, because it's not what you earn, it's what you keep. If you're in debt and you're feeling like you're drowning, this is where I'm going with this. Get that hour and a coffee discovery meeting. Lay all the cards on the table. Nobody's going to poke you in the chest. and they're going to help you to figure a way around it, over it, through it, or under it, whatever it takes. They do estate planning. If you don't have a will and powers of attorney and medical powers of attorney over your 18-year-old kids at home, you got a problem. That is an area that needs maintenance that you do not do yourself. They arrange mortgages. I love the mortgage department. The ladies in Winnipeg are fabulous. I'll never go back to the bank for a mortgage. Fantastic competitive rates, but the personal treatment is amazing. Life insurance, critical illness insurance. Insurance is always seems like an expense until you need it, folks, and then it's a wise investment. So grab that hour and a coffee, no cost, no obligation. Leave your wallets and your money at home. Sit down and stop having those intense moments of fellowship with your spouse and get the financials figured out. But don't give up. Don't give up. Get that discovery meeting so that you can get a plan and then take the weight off your shoulders, okay? Because I know a lot. I hear, I listen, and when I'm in the grocery store, there is some really, really tough situations. People are in a bad way financially, so take advantage of that. They don't need any more clients. The reason they're involved since 2007 with the show is it takes money to buy a car. It takes money to take care of it. And if you don't take care of it, then you need the money to service it and get it back on its wheels. Otherwise, you're car shopping. And that's going to be a problem when you don't have any monies. You know what I'm saying? Okay, enough said on that. But that's how that segment came about. Was we had a lot of people that were not able to, and still today not able to, take care of their vehicle properly because there's more month than money. And if your plan's not working and it sucks, which it does, and you know it, it's not working, that is insanity. We designed this portion of the program with the certified financial planners called the planners, and they would each one would visit us 15 minutes once a month, and you could even ask them questions. And it's helped a lot of people out there. So some exciting news. I am working on that right now. In fact, I have the setup map right in front of me, how I'm going to plug and play and bring guests on with me so that you can get to know a bunch of people in their area of profession, from the trades to professionals to those who are compassionate about the products, goods, and services that they provide to you, our loyal Car Connection listeners. So let's jump in this morning. Happy Monday, episode 209. We're in season 3 and getting comfortable with that. So now it's time to bring on some guests so that you can hear a variety of different things and meet people in business that I've known for decades. And these are some of the best. I can even so blessed to get to know people in business that really care about their customers, that they care about their clients. They want to make sure that they're giving you their best always. All right, 5 things. You ready? You got your crayons? Perfect. Back to the basics. That's where we're going back to right now. For all of you, regardless of what your circumstances are, you're single, recently widowed for a few years. And, I was just talking to a lady yesterday. She's a widow, an older widow, and having to take care of all things around the homestead. And it's a little overwhelming. In fact, she said, if you can fix stuff, would you come by? Well, there you go. There's an opportunity to serve. And if I can, I will. We'll figure that out as it goes. But that's what it's all about, is if you're on your own, you're single, you've never been married, you don't have that significant other to be a pain in the butt and help you at the same time, hopefully. Whatever your circumstances are, these 5 things when it comes to your automobile will get you going. And don't let them intimidate you because they're simple. Don't let your mind fool you that you can't do it. Yes, you can. You absolutely can. So number one, could you learn a few automotive tidbits, basics, things that will help you become a car caregiver? So taking care of your ride, your automobile. Could you do that? And if your answer is yes, send me an email. Let me know who you are, where you're listening from. And if you have a question, that's how you can connect with me through the week. Number two, could you learn to check your own motor oil once a week? Could you get a Kleenex or a piece of paper towel or a shop rag, whatever you've got? Could you learn how to do that on your own? I believe you can, no matter what age group you are. And moms and dads, if you have young kids at home, these are some of the basics that they need to learn too. How to take care of an automobile. I mean, if you suck at it, guess what? I took I was going to foster parent kids. So I took a course up in Kitchener, Ontario, and it was brutal. I'll tell you, it was the rules and regs were brutal. It was like you miss a class, you're out. Wow. What if I had, contract African Gungariphilus, something like that? I can't get the night off. It was pretty tough. It was a certificate program. So anyways, I learned how to grow kids. And it was really good, actually. It was really, really good. But the biggest thing is, the best thing you can do for your kids is teach them discipline. And discipline with their automobile. So if kids will always do 100% of what you do wrong and 10% of what you do right. So keep that in mind. I'm not the message, I'm the messenger. Kids are watching you, and they'll do 100% of what you do wrong correctly and 10% of what you do right. So are you being a good teacher? So if you're not a very good car giver, you're probably not going to teach them much. You're teaching them that you drive it till you kill it, and then you work your butt off to buy a new one. That's not a good process. You're not teaching them economics. We don't need to replace stuff all the time. We do because we don't take care of it. We're our own worst enemy. The kids need to tune into this program and teach them the basics. So, and that's where we're at today. Could you learn a few automotive maintenance basics? Checking your own motor oil. Instead of, the kids hop in and they go. If that's what you do, that's what you're teaching them. Then when the motor explodes, don't be surprised. It was going to happen. It wasn't a matter of if, it was just a matter of when. Number 3, could you learn to check and fill your own washer fluid jug? Do you know where it is? Do you know how to open the hood? These are just some basics. Number 4, could you learn to check your own tire pressures? If you're watching our YouTube videos, you go all the way back to the beginning. I'll show you how to do all that stuff. It's all on video, so you can watch it. You can watch and see and learn. And I know you can do it. It's just a matter of, do you want to? Do you want to do it? Because if you don't, then the results are better start saving big time, because when that car is going down, it may be going down for the last time. So what's next? What's your plan for that? You got to plan for that, because when you don't, I can tell you lots of stories about husbands and wives practically tearing each other apart in my waiting area, having to take them out in the shop, give them boxing gloves, ding the bell, and let them go to it. It sounds funny, but let me tell you, not at the time, not in the moment. Yeah, heated moments of fellowship when all I want to do is just fix their car, but there's the rest of it that comes along with it. No money, honey, not funny. And the car's broke, and we can't go without it. So could you learn to check your own tire pressures? Yes, you can. And I show you how in our videos. So in the first dozen videos, we covered the basics that I'm talking about right now. Where they are, where the fluids are, how you check them, and what they mean. What they are, where they are, and what they mean to you. And all these things are going to equal the fifth thing of today's 5 things. Ready? Peace of mind. You cannot put a price tag on peace of mind. And when it comes to vehicle ownership, you're either, every time there's something wrong with it, you're going to blow a gasket that's not replaceable, burst an O-ring, and you don't have a spare, or could you do the basics? Even just opening the hood and having a look around and saying, there's something drooling from there. That probably shouldn't be happening. And getting some vehicle awareness. I'm hoping at some point that we can get back to doing the women's service clinics that just, I could have been doing that full time. And it was a great fundraiser. And the ladies had a fantastic time because we weren't just standing there yakking. We were actually putting you in coveralls and you did stuff for the whole evening. It was a really great time, and we had sponsors, and we fed you, and you went out the door with door prizes and goodie bags. It was they were great evenings. And at the end of the night, having a group picture in your coveralls and your gloves, it was just fantastic. So we're hoping as we get monetized that we'd be able to have a location to be able to do that again. It was amazing. It was a lot of fun. So get to know your own vehicle by learning a few basic things. This will build your confidence. So whether you're on your own for whatever reason it is, it's all on you, and you can do it. I know you can if you try. I think I've heard that before. Is that Mr. Rogers? You can do it if you try. I think it is, actually. I think it is. So here's today's Motor Mouth summer tech tip for you. Is all about wiper blades. Aren't just for rain. Hey, it's Motor Mouth. And listen, summer ain't all sunshine. It's dust, bugs, and bird bombs, and you name it. Your windshield catches it. If your wiper blades are streaking or squeaking, it's time to swap them out. An easy fix, a cheap part, and big difference, because you gotta see the road to own the road, if you know what I'm saying. So till tomorrow, have a fantastic Monday, and we'll be back with another edition of Motor Mouth's Morning Drive, and looking forward to a fun Friday. If you've got questions, I've got answers, and we'll tear into that on Saturday's 1-hour program, which brings the Q&A. And thank you to Kathleen and Margaret and Gina for writing in and putting some questions forward on this past Saturday's Motor Mouth's Morning Drive Q&A, questions and answers. Some fantastic questions. Man, you ladies hammer it right out the door. You are not holding back and asking questions and learning about your automobile. You're like smoking the guys. Truly, I'm in your corner, because you know what? That excites me, because you're wanting to know. You're wanting to learn, and that way it prevents you from getting ripped off in the automotive service industry, because you know what? It happens every day. Stick with your mechanic. If they're honest as the day is long, that is a fantastic relationship to have, because that's like having an ace card in your pocket, that they've got your back, not your wallet. So drive safe, happy, healthy motoring, friends, and peace, patience, and kindness always. We'll see you right back here in the Car Connection Workshop for another edition of Motor Mouth's Morning Drive. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.